guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Sammy. If you're not new, hi, welcome back. Today I will be telling a story time about how I met David Dobrik in the vlog squad. This actually happened a while back and I forgot to make a story time about it. It actually happened around last summer when David Dobrik and Jason Nash were doing their tour. Me and my best friend decided to get some tickets and stack them up. So we decided to go to Jason and David's podcast. When we got to the auditorium, we were told to sit down. We waited for Jason and David to come on stage. They literally did a podcast for about a solid hour. Like, I don't know what to say. Basically, in the podcast that they kind of like just talked about, like, I guess like one of the hot topics was like David and Liza breaking up at that time.
That's my ex-girlfriend.
So it was definitely something that David touched on, which made us all very sentimental. And I cried.
But what took so long? Why did it take 6 months to make that video?
Because we were trying to feel it out. Because obviously, I mean, even if you, do you guys see the video? I mean, I'm assuming
My mother cried.
It just took a while to figure out like what was best, because obviously we still really care about each other, and we still do. I still text her. I mean, I just texted her, an hour ago. But it was like we were trying to get like the verbiage correct and how to say it and how to tell people without being like, oh, we hate each other now, which isn't the case at all. I remember the video did really well.
I love the video.
It also Scotty and I'm trying to think who else performed. Scotty and Heath, they both performed and they both sang. So that was pretty cool. I got to see them perform. They were super cool and super awesome. Throw on some videos for you guys.
Nothing is for certain, like this cursive of purpose. Was it worth it that you learned it? Probably not. I don't know. I digress. The point I'm trying to stress is top it up. Hey, saucy. Oh.
I loved going to see David Dobrik, and just seeing him in the vlog squad in person was so amazing to me, because I actually have been watching them for so long, and I just love like their sense of humor and everything. I think that their videos really, like, they just make me laugh. Like, I love their videos. Like, I literally could sit there and watch all their videos for hours, because they're literally, it's just that sense of humor that just like gets me, and like I love their videos. I love them all. Everyone except Corinna, and like there was literally no girls. Like, so all the boys in the vlog squad were there. Basically, y'all know who that is if you're talking about the vlog squad. But basically, after they kind of did their little podcast or whatever, the podcast like lasted, like I said, about like an hour, maybe like an hour and a half, a good hour and a half. Everyone left the auditorium, and me and my friend actually decided to wait. By the time it ended, it was maybe like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I know that it was it was probably earlier than that, because when we got out, it was like a beautiful sunset and everything. So that's how I know it kind of ended towards like the earlier side. But we actually waited like 3 hours outside. We waited outside for like 3 hours with a bunch of like other girls out there and a bunch of other people who were supporting the vlog squad too. We were trying to meet them outside. Actually, like I said, we waited like hours and hours and hours, like literally hours. Like, we were out there like for hours. And at one point, I actually remember turning to my best friend Rowan. You guys all know her because I went with her to go see Tana. So you guys are very familiar with her. I actually go with her to like every like event or like social media event. So we actually have a lot of like memories and stuff together, but anyway, I turned to Rowan and I'm like, actually, like, they're not gonna come out, we should like leave, whatever. So we actually ended up staying. Like, we were literally so hungry. Like, we were standing outside for like hours, and after the show was over, we were actually planning on like going out to eat or catching like something to eat. Like, we were literally starving, like outside. Like, I mean, like starving. Like, we were starving, so hungry. Like, I remember like being so hungry. Like, I was literally starving. Roman was literally starving. Like, we were so hungry. And it just kept getting colder and colder out because the sun was setting, and like I was probably the only one with a jacket on. So I was all set. My friend Roman was kind of like getting a little chilly, so you know, like everyone was starting to get a little antsy about wanting to leave and stuff like that, but we didn't. We actually ended up staying. So after hours and hours passed, security asked us to like form a thing. They put like a barricade up between me. I was literally like, my physical body was pressed against the barricade. I mean, like literally I was pressed against the barricade. It wasn't like barred barricades, like big barricades. No, they were just like little barricades, just so that they could get out safe and everyone's safe, and they could get on the bus, and if they want to take pictures of us, they could come on over. Me and a few other girls, we were actually like I said, we were literally pressed against the barricade because so many people behind us were pressing, like squishing us up frontward. Why am I struggling? Like, we were literally like pressed against the barricade. I mean, like literally. My best friend Rowan was right next to me. She was right next to me until security would like constantly ask us to step back, which I did, of course, because they obviously need they need to like be safe, and you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So that's why they also put the barricade up to protect us and protect themselves. And there was a huge bus. Like, they literally got on a bus. Like, I'm talking like this was like a tour bus. Like, it was like more like a party bus and everything. So there was like a huge bus that kind of like rolled in. And once the huge bus rolled in, they asked us to readjust ourselves. And that's when, unfortunately, my best friend Rowan got pushed all the way to the back while I was stuck up the front. Literally, I was so like upset because she was right next to me, and they kind of like, the people in front of me and stuff like that, like behind me, they were like, security was like, I don't know, it was just a mess. Like, let me just period say that. Like, my side was a mess because everyone kept like moving around or switching or stuff like that, and people were getting pushed back that shouldn't be pushed back, like, period. Like, people waited like hours, like me and my best friend, to see them outside, and she got like pushed back all the way to the very back, which is like insane. Like, I was so upset and like devastated that happened because we both did this together. Like, I was actually the one to initiate to stay because I kind of had hope that they would come out and like meet us and take pictures with us and stuff like that. But unfortunately, she got pushed to the back, so I was stuck up with the barricade by myself and a bunch of other girls next to me. We were kind of like I said, pushed to the barricade. When they all came out, everyone like screamed. Everyone like was wow. Everyone like screamed. I was literally so speechless. Like, I was like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. Like, oh my god, I was so wigless at this point in my life. Like, I didn't know what to expect or do, so I saw Toddy. I don't want to say this because this is embarrassing, but like, I'm a Toddy girl, so that's like cringy. Like, why did I just say that? But like, I love Toddy and his videos, and of course the whole vlog squad, but Toddy yes. Like, yes. But anyway, I saw Toddy and I was like, I was so speechless. Oh my god, I was wingless. I saw Toddy and I was like, Toddy, like, come over. I was like screaming out his name. This is like the most cringe-worthy story that like I've ever said in my whole entire existence. But I saw Toddy and I decided to call him over, and he actually walked over to me first. He was actually the first one to walk over to me, and he was like, he like took a picture with me. I'll show you guys. I have a video of it. I didn't take pictures, but I took a video of everything because I just didn't want to go back and forth between taking pictures with everyone. So I just decided to take a video and then take screenshots of everything. So this is kind of my video with Toddy. So after I saw Toddy, I was like, Toddy, like, come over here, like, I love you, like, Toddy, like, come over here. And he hugged me, okay? So he hugged me, like, when he came over, he hugged me, and I was like, okay, first of all, like, Toddy, like, you give great hugs, like, that was a good ass hug, like, he was so nice and sweet, and I'm so happy that I actually got to meet him and the rest of the box squad. The only person that I did not get any pictures with was David and Scotty, but I got pictures with everyone else. Next, David came out, and I saw David. David actually walked right past me, and he didn't take pictures of anyone just because I think he wanted to get on the bus and everything. Like, that was fine. Like, everything was fine. Like, I literally loved David. Like, that was fun. Like, I feel him. I understand. Like, he just wants to get on the bus. It was a long day, and he literally got on a flight from LA to Boston to do this podcast and then, you know what I mean, go home. Like, he wants to go on with his next show and everything, which was totally fine and understandable. But he was so sweet. Actually, the girl next to me had a hat for David, like a black hat, like David always wears in his videos. He literally always wears a black hat and everything. So this girl got him a black hat and like signs everyone's names on it, which was super sweet. David actually came over and took it from her, and that was really sweet. I was really happy for her, which was super cool. David actually was like, he was like, hi, he waved to me, and I was like, hi, and he was like, how are you? And I'm like, good. Like, that was like our 2-second conversation, but he didn't take pictures of everyone. Actually, he didn't take pictures of anyone, which was fine. He, like I said, he just wanted to do what he wanted to do, which I totally understand everything, like, expect, you know, like, I don't expect anything from any of these people because they have the right to do whatever they want. And, like, I respect David's opinion and his right. Like, he's the king. Like, David, you the king. Like, I mean, like, I was so happy to see David. Just having that 2-second conversation with David literally meant the whole world to me. Because, like I said, I spent so much of my days, like, watching David in the Vlog Squad, and just to see him in person and have that 2-second conversation with him was literally everything to me. So David actually got onto the bus. He waved to everyone, was like, bye, love you guys, and then he put us on not Snapchat. He put us on his Instagram story. Then Zane came out, which I'm super excited about. Zane actually came over to me. He took a picture of me, and then this ended up happening.
It's a video. It's a hug.
Zane was actually so sweet. He hugged me as well, which I was super excited about. He was so sweet. I mean, I literally was so happy to see him. I was so happy to see everyone. Like, they were just so sweet. Like, let me just say that so that everyone understands, like, how sweet everyone in the Vlog Squad is. Like, they were literally so sweet. Like, every single person that came out, like, was just so nice. They literally took pictures with everyone as much as they can. They did what they had to do. Like, David wasn't, like, you know, like, people, like, I love David. Like, I literally love him. And, like, it, like, literally breaks my heart that so many people have to say so many bad things about him, which, like, makes me sad. Like, it makes me so sad in a way, because David is actually a person that, like, influenced me and my YouTube career as well to get started and continue with my YouTube. Like, I honestly don't think if the vlog squad didn't exist, that I don't think I would have continued my YouTube as I'm doing right now. So just to see David and have that 2-second conversation with him was everything to me. Like, you literally have no idea. That was literally, like, my push to continue with my YouTube. At that point, like, I wasn't posting as much as on YouTube as I do now, or as I try to do now. I was actually kind of, like, confused as if I should continue my YouTube or just drop it or delete everything at that point. But David actually, in his podcast, when he was talking about young people like us wanting to start YouTube, and he was giving a push to so many people to continue his YouTube and stuff like that. Like, that was, like, everything to me. Like, you have no idea. Like, that literally meant so much to me, because I kind of needed that at that point, and it kind of gave me so much inspiration to grow off of, and ideas and tips and tricks. Like, that was so helpful to me to continue my base on YouTube as I'm doing right now. So huge shout out to David for doing that, because that was so amazing and so inspirational, and that was, like, everything. So thank you. Like, that was literally everything to me, and, like, so many people that he's influenced. Like, that was just everything. Anyway, period. End of story. Next, Jason came out, and Jason actually was so nice. He took pictures of everyone, signed a bunch of things. Me and Jason, Jason actually took pictures, and, like, posted it to, like, his Instagram or Snapchat, whatever, and I was, like, the first one right there, and Jason's head, like, I'm, like, staying over here, like, like, right behind him. I was, like I said, I was literally the first one pressed against the barricade, which is crazy to me, because I still think about this, like, how crazy it is that I've actually become so blessed to got to meet. I can't talk today. Anyway, I'm just so lucky and blessed that I've literally come across the vlog squad, and I'm so lucky and grateful that I got to meet them, period. They were the sweetest people I've ever come across. Scotty he was so tired. Scotty was literally exhausted on stage. Let me just say that, because Scotty and Heath literally were just so drained from, like, performing on stage. They literally performed for, like 4 songs each. Like, seriously. It was crazy. Like, they nailed that, like, period, like, end of story, like, kings. Like, you did that. But they were just so tired and exhausted that they got into the bus right away, which is fine until you understand the, like, bye, like, they waved to us and everything, which was really sweet, and I'm just so happy that they got on the bus safe and that they're okay. So, after that was pretty crazy. Everyone got on the bus, they waved through us through the bus, which was pretty cool and amazing at the same time. Like I said, I'm just so lucky and blessed that, like, I've had this opportunity. In no way am I bragging or anyway. I'm just kind of telling my experience the way I did with Tana. Like I said, I'm so lucky and blessed I've literally got to experience this. And it was probably, like, the best day of my whole life. And thank you. Like, just thanks to the vlog squad, I guess, for, like, doing that. And thank you, David, like, for, like, giving speeches and stuff like that. Like, this whole experience was everything, and it was probably the best day of my whole life. So that's all I got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys so soon, I promise. All right, bye guys, love you.
And we danced, and we cried, and we laughed, and
had a really, really, really